Today I'd like to talk to you about using artificial intelligence, or AI, in the field of genomic medicine. But first, let's talk about what DNA is. DNA contains the instructions that tell our bodies how to grow and develop. Each person has a unique DNA sequence that affects many things about them, such as their eye and hair color, as well as their chance of developing some diseases. DNA is made up of a sequence of letters, A's, T's, C's, and G's. So what is genomic sequencing? Genomic sequencing is a technique that is used to read DNA. It finds the order of the letters of a person's DNA one by one. This DNA sequence can be referred to as genomic data. There are a lot of letters to be read, which means that genomic sequencing can produce a lot of data. Once the DNA sequence is obtained, the genomic data can be used by doctors and scientists to help identify the causes of genetic disease in patients. Doctors and scientists look for changes in the DNA, called variants, that are different between people with diseases and people who are healthy. These changes might be very small, like spelling mistakes, or bigger, where large runs of letters are missing. So now let's talk about artificial intelligence. You may be wondering just what AI actually is. Artificial intelligence uses computers and machines to mimic the problem-solving and decision-making abilities of human beings. AI is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. While you might think of AI in terms of robots and world-dominating computer software, our technology is not quite there yet. But there are many ways that AI is already being used in the real world. AI helps computers analyze images, like when Facebook automatically recognizes who is in your uploaded photos. AI is being used in the development of self-driving cars. It's also being used to recognize speech patterns, like when you ask Siri to find you the nearest restaurant. In healthcare, AI can help doctors to look for patterns in medical images, like X-rays and MRIs. This not only helps with diagnosis, prognosis, and treatments for patients, it can also help reduce human or doctor error due to being tired, distracted, or biased by what they are expecting to find. So how might AI be helpful in genomics? Well, in Australia, from 2018 to 2021, around 25,000 people had a genomic test. Of these, 17,000 were unsolved, meaning that the patient didn't get a diagnosis. We know that 10 to 15% of unsolved cases will be diagnosed every couple of years if their data is reanalyzed in light of new knowledge and analysis methods. 900 of these have been reanalyzed so far, but that's only 5% of the total that need reanalyzing. This means that at the current rate, using human power and manual analysis alone, it will take 15 years to reanalyze these tests. That's 15 years before some of these patients get a diagnosis. The reason this would take so long is that genomic testing generates huge amounts of data, and at the moment, we need enormous amounts of people power to analyze it all. AI systems can potentially analyze these huge genomic data sets very quickly and identify new genetic associations. In this way, AI might be used to reanalyze genomic data from patients who haven't yet got a diagnosis. AI might also be able to help us better understand and diagnose genetic diseases by combining genomic data with data about the patient's symptoms, so we can see the links between the two. It could help make predictions about the genetic causes of cancer and identify patterns in medical records of patients with or even without known genetic diseases. But there are also some challenges with using AI. Depending on how they are developed, AI systems might be biased in their own ways. For example, think about an AI that is better at identifying melanoma on light skin than dark skin. AI needs large datasets of genomic data to learn from, and allowing AI to access these datasets might raise concerns for privacy and data security. They could potentially be hacked or prone to other data security breaches. Depending on the type of AI used, it may be difficult for doctors, patients, or even IT professionals to know how the AI is analyzing the data and making decisions. This might make it hard for doctors and patients to trust the AI. This could also make it tricky for patients to provide informed consent to use AI to analyze their genomic data, as we can't be sure what results will be identified and returned. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to seeing you in the focus group.